The other is that we're moving into the future, and we sort of want your input into it. And as we go into the future, we want your buy-in. We want you to know what we're doing, why we're doing it, and then at the end of the PowerPoint, I have some things for you to ponder and think about. And I very much believe in the collective wisdom of God. So we have struggled as a board, thought about these, not struggled, discussed, I guess would be the word, about some changes that we might be making. And we just sort of want your input. You're the wise ones, and you're the ones that support us and make it all happen. So at the end, there are some questions. And then as you go home and think about them, if you have any insight, any wisdom, I really would appreciate an email or a call, or you can take me to lunch, whatever. Whatever you'd like. And we really would like your input and to see what you think. And if you think it's crazy, and there's a couple of things that I think are sort of controversial in here. So we'll get, not that controversial, don't worry. And so we'll get to that. So let's just begin with the PowerPoint. Our mission is to help hurting children and teens through crisis one step at a time. And just keep going, it goes fast. I just want to begin with some statistics, not to depress you, but just to show you what life is like for children right now. Every day in America, 2 mothers die in childbirth, 4 children are killed by abuse or neglect, 5 children or teens commit suicide, 9 children or teens are killed by firearms, 202 children are arrested for violent crimes, and 377 children are arrested for drug abuse. Every day, 2,175 children are confirmed as abused or neglected. During each day of school, 2,222 children drop out. Over 4,000 children are arrested, and 18,000 children are suspended. Each day, this is in the United States of America, every day at school. Since 1972, 1 million children in America have seen the breakup of their parents' marriage. Suicide is the 3rd leading cause of death for 15 to 24-year-olds. 1 out of 5 children live in poverty in the United States, and I think it's 1 out of 4 children, in addition to this, go to bed hungry. Over 1 million children in the United States are in some type of therapy, and a third of them have been diagnosed with 2 or more psychiatric disorders. 1 in 4 children will experience the death of a significant loved one before 8th grade. So that includes someone as close to them as a parent or a grandparent. 1/2 of all children report being bullied at school. I would say that's even higher. When I ask my children at Children's Church who has been bullied, there's just not a single hand that doesn't go up. It's an interesting time for children in the world. Eating disorders, self-mutilation like cutting, anger issues, and failure to thrive are more and more commonplace among children and teens. And it's been my experience at the center that for the first time, I'm seeing children who are cutting themselves, who are suicidal, who are sad, and they say, I don't know why. In the past, it used to be if somebody came in and they were cutting their arms to express their pain, it was because their boyfriend broke up with them, or their parents were going through a divorce, or they had been through a death. And there's just sort of this feeling amongst children and teens these days that says, I don't know why, I'm just sad. And I don't know if it's our energy and our anxiety as a society that's sort of bleeding out into them and they're soaking it up like sponges, or if there's something going on that they're not sharing with us. But we're doing our best at First Steps to try to figure out what is this and what is it that's making our children so angry and so self-violent towards themselves as well as each other. The bullying is also associated with it. The suicide rate, now in El Paso County, the suicide rate in teens ages 15 to 19 years old is 80% higher than the national average. Again, we don't know why that is. We don't know what's going on. The number of children living in poverty has increased 63% between 2000 and 2008, meaning that 9,000 children now live in poverty who did not 10 years ago. And that's in 2008. I don't know what's happened in these last 2 years as our economy has gone so badly. So the mission of First Steps, our greater mission, is to help hurting children and teens during times of pain and crisis discover their inner spirituality, strength, resilience, and hope by using the First Step symbolic language tools and through naming their pain in a supportive atmosphere. And if they can do that, they will cope and they will heal from their hurts. That is our belief, and that's what we've seen happen for the last 10 years, and that's what you've supported with your generosity over these last 10 years. The tools that we use were developed by yours truly, and we've used them for the past 10 years. So I'm going to show you some of those tools now. Oh, first I'm going to tell you how we fulfill our mission. Aw, I thought I was so organized, darn. We do our mission in two ways. One is that we create this safe place where children can be. And the second, and we do that one-on-one, children make an appointment like they would to go to the doctor, the dentist, whatever. They come in, they see myself, they see Jocelyn, when we're blessed enough to have an intern, which has been a great help to me. We'll get to that later, but they're also going to start seeing Nora Michelli, who's sitting right back here. Nora, we didn't introduce you. I will, don't let me forget. And we do the one-on-one, and then we also do group support. We do a camp in the summer. We do Hope for the Holidays, at the holidays for kids that have lost a loved one, and we also do one for military children at the holidays, because it's hard when daddy's or mommy is overseas, and so we have that event for them. And we also have a monthly group, Create a Sphere, which meets at the MAC Center, which is a building that First United Methodist Church owns, and we use art and a group process to help the children. And Nora is the director, now I'm introducing her, is the director of Create a Sphere for us, and she does a beautiful job. We did clay and drumming and just any kind of artistic thing that we can do, the children do, and they've really responded well to that, become friends, got to meet each other. So we do one-on-one and group, and we provide adults for the children, whether that be myself or Nora or Jocelyn or somebody else that believes in our process and also believes in the resiliency of children, and that if we treat children with great care and respect and listen to them, they will heal. We believe in the power and the strength of children and the power of God to work in their lives. We also, early on in the history of First Steps, we tried to decide what will this look like. And, as you know, we've been in 2 little rooms over Tony's Bar and Grill for the last 10 years. And we've always talked about, would we build a sort of focus on the family, where we'd have resources and people would come, not theologically probably, but anyway, where we would have, a large structure, and children would come from all over the country, and they would come to our camps, and they would come to our things. And we thought, to come to Colorado Springs is really difficult for most children, particularly when you look at these statistics and you see the finances that most of these children have. So we decided as a board and as an organization that we would not grow bigger, we would grow out. And so what we've done is we've begun these trainings for people across the country. They can come, take these trainings, learn our methods, learn what we do, and then go back to their ministry settings and do the work. And so we have people all over the country now who are doing the work of First Steps in their own setting. We also have some affiliates. These are people who say, we want to be exactly like you are in our place. So we have one of those in Oklahoma City. We have one in, Norman, Oklahoma as well. We have one in Dayton, Ohio. But most people are just doing it sort of one-on-one in their churches, in their schools, around the community. So that's the second way that we reach these kids, is through training people on what we do. This is the model. This is the shape of healing. I know it looks pretty complicated, but basically what happens in your life is that you are okay, something happens to you, and you are okay. I used to think that healing looked like this. You're okay, something happens to you, we have to get you back to okay. But the problem is you're transformed through your pain. So it really doesn't look like you're okay, something happened, you're okay. It really is, you're okay, something has happened, let's deal with it, let's grow from it, let's learn the lessons, you're okay. But you're different, you're changed. You're not the same person that you were before this thing happened to you. And so this is the process of healing that we use. This, go to the next one. Thank you. Our model of healing that I have before you is, this is my doctoral dissertation. This is 2.5 years of my life. So be duly impressed, please. Anyway, really, this is what happens in each session that a child comes. And I just want to show this to you real quickly. First they come and there's an arrival phase, and it's just chit-chat. So I say, oh, you dyed your hair green, I love it. Oh, I like your earrings. Oh, how do you get your hair to stand up straight like a dinosaur? I like your dress. You have little, hearts on your tights, whatever. This is just to get to know you time. And this is also where we offer the children our special handmade loved cookies, which are made by Jenny Newton, who's back there. Jenny, wave at everybody. This is our cookie lady. Jenny